to minus. Now in this video, we have this question here on the board. We have to find the y-dx of the following. Now we have this function of a y equal to into 3x plus 4 raised to power 4, and then b we have y equal to 4x squared plus 6 all raised to power 5, and c we have y equal to 2x squared plus 4 all raised to power 3. Now, how are we going to solve something like this? It's somehow trickish, but now this is what you need to do in order for you to attempt something like this. Now, here's the solution to this problem. Now, when you see a problem like this, always remember the chain rule or the function of a function of a differential calculus. Now, if you have, let's start with a, you have y to be equal to 3x plus 4 all raised to power 4. How are you going to do something like this? Now, this is what you need to do. You are going to assume a variable for the inner function. So you are going to say, let any variable, let's just take u, let u equal to 3x plus 4. What this means is that in place of everything here, we are replacing everything in this bracket by what? 3x plus 4. So that implies that y is equal to, since everything here is going to be u, so y will be equal to what? U power 4. U power 4. If everything here in this bracket is represented by u, that means y is equal to u power 4. And then you differentiate them separately. Now you now say our du over dx. Du dx, that means this. Because we have a function of ux here. So you can say du dx is equal to, now if you differentiate 3x plus 4, you are going to have 3. Now differentiate this also. dy du is equal to what? 4u power 3. Get 4u power 3. Now what you are going to do now is that you are going to multiply your final answer. So your dy over dx is equal to du over dx times dy over du. Now du dx is what? 3. Now let me divide this for once again. Let's take all of this up. Now our du dx is what? 3. So we do 3 times our dy du is what? 4u cubed or 4u power 3. Now 3 times 4 is what? 12u power 3. Now we know that, remember we said u is equal to 3x plus 4. So it's going to be 12 into, in place of u, 3x plus 4, look at power 3, power 3. So we can say our dy over our dx for this particular function is equal to 12 into 3x plus 4 all raised to power 3. That's the solution for the first one. Now we have another one also here. We have that y is equal to into 4x squared plus 6 all raised to power 5. Now this is also the solution to this. Now using the same approach, you can assign a variable to each of these functions you have in the bracket or the inner function. So we can say, here we use u. So let's try to use another thing. We can say let a equal to 4x squared plus 6, which means that everything in this bracket has been replaced by the variable a. So we can say that implies that y is equal to, since everything here is a, we can say y is equal to a power what? 5. And then we differentiate them separately. Now the a, the x, the a, the x will give us, if you differentiate 4x squared plus 6, you are going to have 8x. Now you differentiate the next one. The y over the a is equal to what? 5a power 4. Now finally we can see our dy over the x is equal to the a over the x times the y over the a. Now bringing all of this up, our dA over dx is what? dA dx is what? 8x. And then our dy over dA is what? Times, we can just bring up all of this to somewhere like this. So we can say 8x times 5a power 4. Hope you get what I'm doing. Now we are going to multiply 8 times 5. You get? That's what we are going to do. So just as you usually do the normal multiplication, you can do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, up to what? 40. That's just one easier way than that. So 8 times 5 will give us 40, and 40 times x will give us 40x a power 4. 8 times 5, 40 multiplied by x, 40x, a power 4. But remember, we said our a is equal to what? 4x squared plus 6. So we can kindly represent all of this and call it 40x in place of a into what? 4x squared plus 6. Then you know here is our 4. Replace it with what? Power 4. 40x, and in place of a, we replace a with what? 4x squared plus 6. All raised to power 4. So we can say our dy over our dx is equal to 40x into 4x squared plus 6 all power 4. And this forms the solution of this second problem we have here. Now, if you understood what I did here and what I did here, kindly try this last one and drop the answer in the comment section. I will see you in my next class. One love. Bye bye.